I'm Richard Roopnarine, the Education and Research Officer of the Estate Police Association. Sorry. The association opposes Section 5 of the bill, as employers are claiming that they cannot find suitable persons to employ in the private security industry, and there's a shortage. The Section 5 ousts 14 categories of employees from employment in the industry. In this day and age where persons may have to seek a second form of employment to supplement their income, the association does not see why these persons who could be easily trained or are trained to work in the industry to be excluded from working in the industry. Okay. With respect to the composition of the board, the association believes that it is deficient, and the inclusion of a member from the Occupational Safety and Health Authority, the Equal Opportunities Commission, and the Estate Police Association would benefit the board, as these members would be able to give their expertise to the industry in areas which traditionally are deficient in terms of labor relations for our employees and members. With respect to the authority, there is need to increase the scope of its functions. Firstly, to investigate matters related to labor conditions within the security industry and make recommendations for the correction of deficiencies. To investigate matters related to business and the award of contracts and make recommendation for the correction of deficiencies. To establish an Office of Economic Research similar to that of the Industrial Court, as this would aid the authority in its functions to correct deficiencies in the industry. The establishment of a library. The inspection of work sites and facilities to ensure that safe and humane working environments are kept, and a system of fines to ensure compliance and deter bad practices. The establishment of standards for all personal protective equipment and a system of fines. And the establishment of standardized procedures for natural disasters. We envision that the authority may be very instrumental in aiding the security apparatus in the future in terms of evacuation of personnel in terms of natural disasters, and we'd like to see that solidify into policy. The association believes that with respect to the authority itself that governs the industry, the staff should be employed consistent with good industrial relations practice and with the minimalization of temporary employment, so that the contracted worker would not be deprived of the benefits of a permanent employment, such as a pension plan in future. The bill proposes to allow license persons that have been previously convicted of offenses. It's difficult to understand how any person in prison for any period of time could be employed as a security officer, a special security officer, or serve as a director of a security organization. And perhaps that should be reviewed. With respect to firearm, the bill does not omit or exclude foreign nationals from carrying firearms. The only provision is that when the company may employ SOs and SSOs, and upon the recommendation of one of the directors to the Commissioner of Police, the person would be issued with a FUAC, a Firearm Users Employee Certificate.